How you doing, guys? Professor Easy with a first impressions video. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Well, best things come for those who wait. I remember that TV ad, right? And what do we have on the table? Let's talk about it. We have the Brisa Skinner 90, and I'm thinking, I assume it's the numbers that Brisa has is because of the millimeters on the blade. So 90 millimeters from tip to toe. That's right, which is about 3.54, 3.5 inches of length of Elmex steel, shielded in this beautiful green canvas micarta with red liners. Now take a look at the profile of the knife, because well, the way I see it, it's a very trapper-like handle, which is very comfortable, very comfortable. Now when it comes to bellies, I love all types of knives, you know that, but when it comes to bellies, I'm pretty much I pretty much love when the belly comes from a higher level than just being straight, up. So just a straight belly going up. So it has this very small detail where the belly starts just a little bit above the straight line, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you can capture that on the camera. By the way, I'm trying this new way of recording. Let me know. It's different than my other videos, but anyways, Elmex steel. It's a flat grind. I don't remember if it was 3.5 or 4 millimeters of thickness, but it's a pretty stout knife and very comfortable if you hold it in the hammer grip. If you pinch it, sometimes I detect kind of a hot spot on certain grips. The corners here has a space for a lanyard hole, which is, at least for me, I do like lanyards on some of my knives. Just a beautiful grind, and the I love the way it thins out towards the front and towards the bottom. How the handle thins out like so, and it gives you just a very nice grip for the activity. And of course the name Skinner, it's meant for that, but I see this just as a great very versatile knife with a excellent size of blade. You know, it's not too big, it's not too small. I think it's just right. And Brisa used to be Enzo, the brand Enzo. They are from Finland, and I'm pretty fond of Finnish knives and their history. We have leather, a very well made leather. God, I totally forgot about the word. Jeez. Well, there you go, live TV. How does it hold? Not very much so. You might have to wet form the leather sheath. There we go, sheath. Professor, you're getting old, man. Leather sheath. So you might have to wet form the leather sheath that comes with the dangler and for belt use. Anyways, kind of nervous. It's been quite some time, but let's compare it to different sizes, shall we? Well, the knife as a whole, let me show you. I don't know if you can see there, but it's right on the spot, 8 inches of length. So what do we have to compare to? Well, right now I'm going to compare it to the Microtech MSI. And let's see. As you can see, the MSI is a big folder. And at hand, and that's because that's my EDC today, I have the MSI and the Jack Wolf Midnight Jack. My favorite pattern so far. So there you go. How thick is it? Well, let's see if we can do this. There you go. So you have that upper view. Let's put that away. What else? Well, we have something that is very well known. This is going to be very similar in size, I think. SE3, one of my faves. Just 1, 2, 3, I don't know, half a centimeter longer than the SE3, but about the same blade length because of the choil. So if I compare blade to blade, yeah, they would be the same cutting edge. They have the same cutting edge, but just half a centimeter longer. And with that, I'm going to put, of course, my Bark River Gunny, which is going to be longer. Just a bit longer than the SE3, and of course a bit longer than the Skinner. Again, let's compare thickness. Let's see if they want to stay up. They're sometimes a bit rebel-ish. There we go. I mean fixed blades. There you have it, that upper take. And another comparison, because comparisons are just great so that you can have a better idea. Let's see, we have this should be very well known. This would be the BK16. Of course, it's going to be a bigger, much bigger knife. An awesome knife. Also flat grind. And which one should I put next? About the Volkneben F1. There you go. And this becomes difficult for me because, you know, I'm starting to get to the point where I don't want to keep all the knives. Just gonna make one more comparison, and that's gonna be to another Brisa, and that's the bobtail necker. Let's get this out. Like I was saying, I don't want to keep all my knives. I don't want to keep on hoarding knives or folders. So one last, just to compare, how about the Creeley Mako. Love this thing. So, like I said, I don't want to keep hoarding knives, and it's rather difficult. It's rather difficult. I gotta be honest. So, I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this one. I love the profile of this knife. I love the size of the blade, and of course that geometry, that belly is so useful. Whether you're talking about skinning, of course, this would be an awesome knife for an asada or a barbecue. Skinning, of course, your game, and a great camp knife with a fantastic steel as well. So, and I do want to have a Brisa in my collection, but you know, I'm starting to get to that point where if I keep something, something new, I gotta take something out of the collection, and that's tough. That's tough. I'm still pretty much attached to everything that I have right now. So, and I'm loving this knife, of course. The only thing is, at some point, my hand is extra large, and so sometimes this, like I mentioned, this corners become a kind of a hot spot. So that's the only thing that might prevent me from keeping this one. And of course, the competition within other knives in my collection. But it's a beautiful knife, very practical, very useful, with a very well made sheath anyways. I've never complained about, yeah, it doesn't make noise, it won't hold it, so I'm not gonna go into the jungle or anything. So for my use, that's a perfect carry, no problem. I don't think it'll come out just because, and in any case, if I keep it, you can wet form the sheath, so great deal, I think, at least for me. But let me see, let's put it like that, just for the family pick. So I'm glad to be back and showing you some blades, and we'll see if we continue this way. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to continue with this type of reviews, with this type of first impressions and videos. But feels good to be back and to just talk about, give the basic information, I think, and give talk about the knife and what I like about it, like how this tapers down both ways. It's just so well made. But there you have it. This is the Skinner 90 from Brisa, Finnish company. Professor EDC out.